Hello, Make Fit Happen family. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to read your InBody scans. If you have not heard of the InBody scans, you need to become familiar with them. It is the best tool that I have found that will allow you to see exactly what your body is doing in response to your fitness and wellness program that you're currently on. It's super easy. You just step on the machine. It's about 20 seconds. It plays some really pretty music for you, and then it prints out the scan for you and tells you all of the information about your body. I want to show you real quick. I'm going to share my screen here and show you exactly what the printout looks like. Okay, here it is for you. You can see at the very top here, that is just all of your information, how tall you are, your age, so on and so forth. You could see that there are a lot of different parts to this. It is a very thorough scan. It lets you, like I said, it lets you see everything about your body. This first section right here, that is your body composition analysis. So you can see the intracellular and extracellular water. The two of those combined together are 62.2 pounds for this particular person. You can also see there is no identifying information up at the top there. So if you were to happen to lose this, or somebody saw it, they're not going to know who you are. The dry lean mass, that is just your muscle mass. It's 22.9 pounds of lean mass on this person. So the combined lean body mass, which is everything except for the body fat, is 85.1 pounds. Okay. It's always kind of amazing to me to see how much water is in your body. Okay. So then everything that's left over is your body fat mass in pounds, 25 pounds. So this person weighs a total of 110.3 pounds, and that is everything that they are made up of. So then the InBody goes just a little bit further, and it prints out for you a muscle fat analysis. You can see there are 3 different components, and this scanned a little bit crooked, but you can kind of get the idea: the weight, skeletal muscle mass, and your body fat mass. These are all in pounds. Right here in the center of the chart, there is a darker space in there. That is where you want to be for maximum health. Okay, you can see that this person is right about in the center of that dark spot. If it were to be over, then you would know that you need to work on your weight a little bit and bring that down to a healthier level. Body fat mass, if it were over, again, bringing that down. The only one that we want to keep working on, regardless of age, health, anything, we always want to keep working on that skeletal muscle mass. So this number here, the 47 pounds of skeletal muscle mass, can go as high as we can possibly get it. We know over time, as we age, that you just naturally lose muscle mass. So you want to start as high as you possibly can. So as that naturally takes over, you're still in a healthy range, and that's really important. So that's your muscle to fat analysis. The next part of this is your obesity analysis. That's where you have your BMI and you have your body fat percentage, not the pounds, but the percentage. This person is right in the middle, and you want both your BMI and your body fat percentage to be in the center of the dark area. Again, if either of those were on the high end of the chart, then you would know that you need to make some changes. It also works on the other end as well. We do have to have body fat. So if we're seeing that you're down below the dark section, then we know that you need to work on putting on a little bit of body fat. We have to have that. We have to have the protection on the inside of our body. We just don't need to be overly fat. Okay, next one. I love this part. This is my favorite part, the segmental lean analysis. So you can see here that, and I usually just use the pounds. It's a little bit easier to comprehend, I think. It will tell you how much muscle's in your right arm, left arm, trunk, leg, right leg, and left leg. So you can see here, this person is right in the center. I have this person has 4.3 pounds of muscle in the right arm, 4.1 in the left arm, 38 in the trunk, which would be considered all the core muscles. Right leg is 11.68, left leg is 11.71. So this person is in the middle. You can see here the arms, they're pretty balanced. It's not that far off. You can draw a line and it's not too far off. It's straight up and down. The legs, again, not too far off as far as balance goes. But if you look overall, you can see that this line goes down, comes out, and then goes way back in. So this person needs to build muscle in the right leg and in the left leg, and a little bit in the right arm and the left arm. We want to see a balance in the body, which means straight up and down. Again, the muscle mass, we need to get that as high as you possibly can. As I said, over time, we just naturally lose the muscle. So we want to really work on that and make that higher. But we also want to try to keep it balanced. So for example, if we have a bodybuilder and all that person does is do upper body work, you will see this upper part being very, probably up here, straight down, and then go way down because they don't work on their legs. Okay, that's just an example of somebody that would be unbalanced. Again, as high as you can get on that one. Next one is your extracellular water over your total body water weight. Okay, again, right in the middle is where you want to be. If you're on the low side, it could indicate that you are dehydrated. If you're on the high side, it could indicate that maybe you have inflammation in the body, or maybe you have a knee that is hurting, and that intracellular water is going to the outside of the cells so that it can protect that injury and that joint or wherever it is that you might be hurt. So this one we just kind of watch over time. It varies minute by minute. Our water is always fighting to be in an even keel. So we'll just watch that one over time. The bottom part, your body composition history. Every time you do an InBody scan, it will tell you the results and you can compare that. So this person you can see was at 118, wanted to work on the weight and brought that down to the lowest weight at 110.3. As far as the skeletal muscle mass, you can see that has gone down. This is very typical. When we find somebody who really wants to work on their weight, we see that the skeletal muscle mass has gone down, probably because they have not eaten enough protein or they have not timed that protein correctly. You want to get at least one serving of protein within 30 minutes of a workout. So those are the two things that this person can start working on: increasing the protein and getting that protein right after a workout. When that is done, you will see that that skeletal muscle mass will go up. Percentage of body fat has gone down. You can see that this person went up, and you can see that's right after Christmas. It is at the bottom here. You can see this is January 3rd, so that's right after Christmas. So I'm guessing that probably there were a little bit of cookies and pies and all of the good stuff that we have over the holidays, and that's totally fine. It's just a blip in time. And so what you do is you just go back to working on it again, and this person did. And then you can see your extracellular water weight over time on this one here. If we go back up to the right side of the form, this will tell you in the body fat, lean muscle mass control category what you need to gain and what you need to lose. Your lean body mass will never be below zero. It will never tell you to lose muscle. It's just not going to happen. So it's either going to be zero or it's going to tell you to gain muscle, one or the other. If you look over back at the left-hand side, you can see that the skeletal muscle mass is right in the center. And so, of course, it's not going to tell you to gain any more muscle. You are balanced, you're in a healthy range. However, as we said, keep working towards gaining as much as you can. the body fat mass. It will tell you either you need to gain muscle or body fat, or you need to lose body fat. Again, that's a 0 because you can see the body fat mass is right in the middle, both in pounds and in percentage. So this person does not need to lose any body fat. The next part is the segmental fat analysis, which is just like the segmental lean analysis, except this is going to be where your fat is located. This person, as you could see at the top, is a female. This person carries most of the body fat in the center of the body. Very typical for women. We have to have that for, gestating. We just carry more fat in our bodies than men do. So that is very typical. Overall, again, you can see that's right in the middle, which matches up with the lean body mass per pounds that need to be lost or gained, and matches up with the body fat mass and the body fat percentage over on the left-hand side. Everything is in a good range. Next one is your basal metabolic rate. That one tells you the least amount, the minimum amount of calories that you need for your heart to work, liver, kidneys, lungs, just your bodily functions at rest. That's what you need. If you exercise and you burn 300 calories, if you're wanting to maintain, you would make up those 300 calories in good, nutritious food. If you're trying to lose either weight or body fat, you may not do the full 300. You may do 250 calories that you'll make up. However, we don't want to go below this on a consistent basis, because then your body will flip into that fat preserving mode, which if you're trying to lose and trying to balance out the body, that is not exactly what you want. So at least this person, at least 1,203 calories per day in order just to maintain what you've got. And this is at rest. The visceral fat, the next one there, that is the fat that is in the center of the body. It's the fat that kind of molds itself around all of our organs. It is also fat that helps determine whether or not you're going to have heart disease, whether you're going to have a metabolic disorder such as diabetes. So you need to be very careful with this. We have to have fat in the middle of our body. But again, many people in our society today are overly fat, and so you need to bring that down to a healthy level. The visceral fat needs to be below 10. You can see that this person is below 10, which shows up on the rest of the chart and everything that we've already talked about. So this person is at a healthy, balanced level. The rest of that just kind of explains, if you go home and you can't remember, kind of explains it for you. All right, let's go back here. Okay, you can also download the app. When you download the InBody app, you will have access over time to all of your InBody results. Plus, it gives you a whole lot more information that we can go through at another time. But it does give you very quick, it tells you exactly what is going on with your body scans. It's a little bit more convenient than carrying around the paper all the time. Although I'm kind of a paper person, so I keep all of my InBody scans in a file. But if I'm on the run, I need to check something or I need to look up a client, so on and so forth, I can do that, which is really nice. So that kind of gives you, in a nutshell, the basic information about the InBody scan. If you are interested in getting an InBody scan, you need to post below, InBody scan, please, and I will be happy to set you up with that. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.